Some veteran names in here, and Bobby Bollier and Bill Krieger. College swimmers, Harrison Curley up in lane 8, University of Florida.
Still some young kids. You've got 4 teenagers in here.
And you have a 15-year-old Nick Arakelian. We saw a sister in the women's 400 IM. He's in lane 3. 17-year-old Sam Smitty. Floridian is in lane 4. He's the fastest qualifying time out of these 8.
Arakelian swims for the Kingfish. Brad Brockway, the head coach there. This is a grueling event, but you know, once again, if you're in shape for it, and we'll talk a lot more about Michael here coming up in about 5 minutes, but when he swims this race, but when you're in shape, it's an amazing event to watch, and sometimes you can sail through it without too much pain. You know, Michael swam this event on the first day of the Olympic Games back in Beijing. This was his first gold medal, both in Beijing and Athens. And you saw what he did after that. Boyer, very good butterflyer up there in lane number 7. Taking the early lead. Looks like he's really floating fairly easily that first 100. Michael always has talked to me about this when he tells me about this 400 IM. He says, you know, if I can just swim that first 100 fly with ease without feeling my legs too much, that's a big win.
Which is the toughest stroke for him?
He has always told me, and I've said this before many times, but the backstroke is always his toughest stroke. And you think for the average recreational swimmer, the backstroke's the easiest. It is for me anyway, but the backstroke, because those legs are submerged, you're not catching any air on your kick. You're really using your upper and lower body so much. And he said of all the 200s he swims, 200 back, 200 fly, 200 breast, 200 free, he said it's the 200 back hurts the worst. And he's a world-class 200 back swimmer.
Harrison Curley up in lane 8. He's going to touch first. 2:07.97 at the turn.
Another interesting race because the lead can change hands so many different times.
Sam Smitty in lane 4. Second, Bobby Bollier was third.
And the very best swimmers in this event tend to ramp up their speeds in each 100 of this 400 IM. It's almost like you want to have a building feeling this first 50 and then really accelerate through the next 50, because it takes some time to go into a different muscle group from one stroke to the next, because they're all so different, especially from back to breast, where for most, back being predominantly upper body to breast being predominantly lower body, and then back again to freestyle to an upper body. Arakelian on the right. Smitty right there, the top qualifier in this group, 4:27. In lane number 4, still only 17 years of age, right there in the middle, looking very solid. Only 100 left to go.
Well, that was a very good 100 for the 15-year-old Nick Arakelian in lane 3. Surged his way up to second behind Sam Smitty. 9/10 separating them as they head to the last 100.
And we've got a long way to go until Brazil in 2016, but maybe this is a little window into what you'll see here in the next 4 or 5 years, because you've got a 15-year-old, a 17-year-old. Of course, Krieger, the veteran, here's up in lane number 6. He's 23, the old 22, the old man of the group.
And he's making the push here. Bill Krieger in lane 6. And the freestyle is surge. He's challenging here. So Smitty holding the lead, but Krieger is coming on. This is going to be close.
Smitty's going to get him.
Does he have enough to hang on? And it looks like he will, and he does. Sam Smitty comes in at 4:24.16. Holds off Bill Krieger by 28 100ths. And Sam Smitty sets a personal best there by over 3 seconds. Well done.
Here's the breast to free exchange. You see Smitty right there in the middle. Krieger's starting to make his move up there in lane number 6, but and these are some of the best swimmers in the country, but 4:24 is 21 seconds from Michael Phelps's world record. I think that's a testament on how amazing Michael Phelps was.
So we have to have a human record though, right? We have a Michael Phelps record and then humans. Well done by Sam Smitty there to win the B final.